Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Rogue Legacy, and I'm playing as Lady Antoinette, as I think she's called, and what we're doing now is finding the boss of the Maya. I kind of already hinted at my plan for this episode in that last one, and I said that this character isn't really too suited for the boss fight, I would say. So, what we're gonna do with her is find the boss and then, maybe try it. Of course, we can always do that, but since I don't really think that it's going to be possible with this, maybe just die and then pick like a Hokage or whatever else and then attempt the boss using that character. Now, last time we leveled up our damage, also picked up a new sword, which also kind of factors in with the damage that we deal. So hopefully this is now going to be possible. I would very, very much love to kill the boss in this episode. That would blow my mind. I would be so happy. Okay, let's be careful with this guy though. And also everything else in the room, because it's apparently chock full of just bullshit. Got it. Alright. Survived it though, and probably getting out of here real soon. Now, we also picked up a bounty rune last time, which is something I'm a big fan of. I mean, as you were able to see, when I picked up one of those like gold bags, we got 120. So that is pretty significant, I would imagine. I mean, if you do like a farming run, you're gonna get like, not 10% more, but yeah, like 11% more or something like that. I don't know math. It's weird. I'm really bad at math, like no joke. That is something I can't wrap my head around. I can draw you like a freaking hand or whatever you want, but math, Jesus. I kind of wasn't born with that, I don't think. So, let's focus on the Maya for good though. I mean, we don't want to take damage. That was a good example of me taking damage. But as long as that is like a very minor, and also just like, what am I trying to say here? I don't know, I can't think of the vocab. Like, there's a word in my head, but like the access to that word is locked for whatever reason, so I can't complete that sentence without like sounding like a dumbass. So I may as well just stop, right? Anyway, is this the way to the Maya? It kind of looks like it, because there's totally another direction here. There's a way for us to go left. And yeah, totally found the Maya. That is so good. Now this teleporter we absolutely want to activate, just so that if we die, we can continue where we left off. So this should be able. This should be possible. I should be able. Not really happy with the English. Come on, Nick. You know you can do better. And yeah, I can. And that's what we're now doing. So let's see. The whole... Oh. So far? That's how far he went? That is ridiculous. But okay. We're looking for the boss. And that is also the only thing that we're looking for. I can't die. I really cannot afford to die before finding the boss. I guess I could, because apparently there's like infinite lockdowns on the castle. But it would be, of course, a lot more efficient to now find the boss and then already challenge him with that next attempt. And like another reason for it being like more efficient is that maybe we're gonna get a really sick character next time that we get to pick, so wouldn't want to waste that on like a run which only then led me to the boss and not actually gave me an actual chance of fighting the boss. What a messed up room this was, but alright. It's not too big a deal. It only matters that I find the boss. This is nothing, actually, right here. Is it even worth it? It kinda was, honestly. Okay, we're leaving then. Now, where could the thing be? There's another thing over to the left. Probably gonna then lead me to like a whole new part of the Maya with like fucking 500 rooms. I'm very, very happy that I made that jump. That was risky as all hell. Should not have risked that. In retrospect, I probably would say that that was a very stupid idea. Now this wolf we don't need to deal with. Much rather, this one is going to jump up. I dodged him like an expert though. Jesus. And now they're throwing all the evil things at me. Have you realized that? Alright, just go and punch. Pretty good. At least I'm also getting some gold out of all of this, but at the same time, kinda effed up, isn't it? There's another journal entry. That's really interesting. Alright, should be 17. I must be going insane. I stumbled across a carnival inside this castle, complete with a sad clown and everything. He's sort of an ass, though, but I guess you can't be picky with your friends in a place like this. I'm getting hungry again. Good thing I topped up on chicken legs. I found these in a chandelier. This castle, sometimes I wonder if it's all just a big joke. I guess it kind of is, right? I mean, maybe not a joke per se. It's like a neat, quirky little parody on other games of this kind. I'm a big fan of it. I don't know if I've ever stressed this. I probably have. Actually, I do quite vividly remember me stressing how much I like this game. But yeah, once again, here's an opportunity for me to say that Rogue Legacy is pretty awesome, honestly. I would like to finally make some progress. Found the boss room. And with like the tiniest sliver of health. So good. Let's make sure to activate the teleporter. And now what we're doing is actually not challenging the boss. There's no point to that. Instead, we're gonna try to just get more out of this, like more gold, maybe even like a haste rune or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't know where to find one of those, but at the same time, can't give up. Only because I don't know where to get one. Now, what else is there? There's all kinds of shit, really, but not in very comfortable places. Alright, that was actually really sketchy there. Ah, God. This game, you guys, it will be the death of me. Alright, let's just wait for this thing to leave for good. I don't want to deal with that whatsoever. We have 3,900 though, which is cool, but also pretty upsetting because you know what? Last run, I spent all this time farming, and here's just a trash run, more or less, right? I'm throwing this run in the trash just to get quick access to the boss. And to continue that thought, I'm picking up more or less the same amount of gold. Meanwhile, which is just kind of weird. Now, we have a Hokage. Also, Nox, this could be it. Just throwing that thought out there, pretty good chance. Now, what do we want to do though? There's a bunch of things we could do. We have nearly 3,000. Now, a health that would maybe be a good decision at the same time, though. Plus 10 HP might not make a difference. That is something we always have to think about. So, is that actually now what I should be doing, or should I go for attack up? I could go for both. Yeah, let's just, for now, see that whole health up as kind of an investment for the future. Probably not going to make too much of a difference for this fight, but it might be good for like future runs in which we're dealing with like minor enemies. But now, lock the castle down. We are entering it, and we are trying Ponce de Leon, which I hope is the right pronunciation. Another thing that I never bothered to look up, by the way, but right. Oh, I was actually for a second really confused because the boss room teleporter is below like the actual Maya teleporter, which was very confusing, but yeah, this is the one that I want to go to. Now, We know how this works. At least we know how it's supposed to work. Or at least we know how it could, maybe, hopefully work. And that is me dodging the flames and doing the crazy damage. So let's enter it and let's do the crazy damage. Another thing that I actually read, which is also a strategy that I might pursue if given the chance, and that is, yeah, that there's like a clock item kind of thing that allows you to stop time, which apparently is really good for this fight. So if I run into that one of these days, I'm totally gonna try that. Totally gonna try freezing the fucker and then dealing damage to him that way. Now, took a significant amount of damage. This guy is just effing. He's really rough. Oof. Okay. It sucks to not have the Fuzzroda. Is it Fuzzroda? Does anything I say make sense? I sometimes wonder about that, but okay. Oh my god, oh my god. How am I still alive? The Hokage strategy? I used to be all about that, you guys. Do you remember that? I said, wow, Hokage is gonna be so good for this. Now I hate myself for it. Because it is not gonna work for me this time around. There might be a run in the near future that allows me to then do that, but it is just so easy to take unnecessary damage. Right. We have a Lich. That is interesting, but also probably bad, just because he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Now, Barbarian Queen is more interesting, just because of the shout, right? The Barbarian shout, the Skyrim shout, as I've previously called it. Because now having that, we can of course extinguish the fire. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I don't know. I'm not too sure about the damage, but the health and the Fuzzro, I'm not even gonna fucking try that anymore. Yeah. 2 good reasons for this being reasonable and viable, and something I should at least give a shot, right? So let's jump back in. I would love to kill this guy today, and I'm even thinking that I'm not going to end the episode until I do. Which might end up with me being really, really frustrated. But here's a question to you guys while you're listening to the sick tune for like the 7th time in a row here. On the sprite, right, for the boss, the upper red, whatever, marks on his face, are they the eyebrows or are they the eyes? And the things underneath are more like, I don't know, him blushing or whatever. Because it could be that. It could be his eyes and he's just blushing. It could also very much be that he just has sick eyebrows. I don't know which one I like more. Both of those actually fairly amusing. But I don't know. That is certainly a comment that you can leave, because that is also very important for the lore, I don't know, exploration in Rogue Legacy. I can't talk anymore. You know that. You know what this now means to me. What this could possibly mean, maybe I should say. And that is everything. We're doing good. We have a significant amount of health, and he really does not really anymore. Is the Barbarian once again gonna save me? Are these bosses always gonna go this way? Me saying that the Hokage is probably the best option, but then realizing that I'm just shit at Rogue Legacy and take damage way too quickly, and then just end up using the Barbarian. It's probably going to be something like that, isn't it? But we're doing good damage here. I mean, I'm also taking a lot more now that I've said that we're doing good, but that is just something that unfortunately happens a bunch. Now, I'm just gonna fucking do this. How about that, motherfucker? Yeah, he actually did make me pretty angry there. God, for quite a while actually, but alright. Next obstacle has been unobstacleified, and we're now picking up another chest, giving us more HP, more MP. And that means it's another boss down. That means there's one more boss in like the, I don't know, general sense of bosses in Rogue Legacy, and then of course there's another final one, which is a completely different story. I don't know how that is gonna go. That could be really terrible. So, let's now use this chance to talk a little bit about what we have ahead of us. What the next episode could be about, is going to be about. However you want to phrase that, there's a bunch we now need to talk about. And also, we might as well do that with the death stream, because that is happening right here, immediately. Fucking hell. I don't care. The guy's dead. That is all I wanted to achieve, really, so hopefully you're proud of me now. Ugh, I don't know. Anyway. So what I was trying to get at is that, of course now, we're looking at the next area. That next area is the Land of Darkness, which is down. And that is, I mean, as the name already kind of tells you, a land of just dark shit. It's really dark, there's new monsters. Seemingly there's a slime boss there, and I'm taking... Oh. I'm basically saying that because the whole like door in the entrance hall of the castle is kind of hinting at that. Oh Jesus, excuse me. I ate some potato chips earlier, and I'm now having some issue with my. Once again, let me quickly take a look at this before I continue with that thought. Not very much a thought that I should continue, honestly, so maybe let's abandon that, actually. How about that? Wow. I don't even know. I don't know whether I should get any of these runes, honestly. I mean, I'm kind of tempted. At the same time, let's maybe spend the money that we still have on some of the more obvious upgrades here. For example, a crit damage up, or like a crit chance up. How about that? There we go. That was something you didn't expect. Well, that's what we're all about here with the channel. Also crit damage up, I guess. Whatever. Guys, as I was saying, Land of Darkness is happening next. That then involves me, of course, farming for a bit, I would assume. But also, of course, trying out the boss, seeing what he's like, what we need for that boss. But if it's a slime, which I have quite a few reasons to believe that that's the case, probably going to be looking at kind of like a vampirism kind of thing, so maybe like a lich is going to be good for that, because slimes, of course, their little gimmick is that they split up, so maybe it's going to be a big boss that then splits up the more you hit it, and the more populated the whole arena is going to get, and maybe killing those smaller ones is then going to give you health back, which would be nice. So maybe a lich is going to be a possibility, but then of course I couldn't tell you whether that's true or not just yet. We'll have to explore it, and that is going to happen as soon as you start watching that next episode. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I really, really do. And if you did, feedback is always very much appreciated. Guys, for now, I do want to just wish you a great evening or whatever. And then we'll see each other next time. So goodbye and have a good one.